the Big D Christmas edition.
How are you?
I'm good. It is so amazing that we have had such fun doing the Big D. 2025 has been huge. It's been epic. Let us have some Christmas reflections. How are you feeling?
Well, I mean, I can't believe that we started this 11 months ago and that...
It has, hasn't it?
Yeah, in February. And when we started it, I hadn't even been separated from my ex-husband for a year. And now I feel like it's like, I'm divorced. I just can't believe how we've both moved on so much in the last 12 months. I feel really proud of us, actually.
I do feel really proud of us. We started the Big D with gin, rosé and fury and our iPhones. I think it's very fitting that we've come full circle to do a little iPhone debrief.
Welcome back. Episode 2 of the Big D.
Black Cat Energy is all about not being a little loyal golden retriever. It's being 100% that bitch.
It takes a long time to believe it is. You will get through this.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
First of all, your snowflake earrings are amazing. They're so pretty.
You. They're from New Look. Shout out to New Look. Sponsor us.
So pretty. So, I mean, we started the Big D. We wanted a space where we could talk about our feelings. It was so lonely. It was just really isolating. It was quite shocking, all the social things that fall away, that you lose friendships and families get divided and dinner party invites get sort of dried up. And, you know, I'm really proud that we've created this very open community where so many people come up to us and say, we've been listening, it's been really supportive, and just to create a safe space. So well done to us for doing that.
It has been really humbling, I suppose. I didn't have any expectation of us doing this other than it would just be a bit of fun. And it's certainly been fun, but the feedback that we've had, and just from complete strangers, and how the amount of people that are listening and getting in touch and commenting and all of that is just growing and growing and growing. And it's, I think it really proves that this is a valuable conversation to be having, and it's not one that is really out there. And I mean, yesterday I went and had some anti-aging treatment.
What did you have? Did you get Botox?
Yeah.
I need to get topped up as well. Dr. Sabrina, I'm coming for you. Yes.
Well, and the lady who does it is lovely lady called Natalie. And she was like, you know, it's just such an interesting conversation that people don't have and women aren't having. And there's so much. I mean, I know we said this at the beginning, but I feel it's been really reinforced in the process of doing this with you, that especially for women, there is such shame and such well, don't talk about it, and be dignified and hold your head up and be good for the kids, and basically push everything you're feeling under the carpet for the sake of everybody else around you. Yeah. And I think actually that has been reinforced by our guests as well, because sometimes when we're chatting, we get, you know, I feel like everybody gives so much and says so much, but even when the camera stops, there's like, yeah, he was a fucking asshole, you know.
The juice comes out. Yeah. Even more juice comes out. And be like, please cut that bit. Please do that. Please do that. Because it is really sensitive. What have you learned from some of our guests? And have you had a favourite guest? I know they've all been like our children. We love them all equally. But have you had any standout moments or anything that's really helped you go through what we've been going through?
Do you know, I really loved chatting with Tom.
If you are thinking of changing your ex's, former spouse's, whatever name, something, a negative connotation in your phone,
don't do it.
That cheating bastard, that whatever, right? And more so around how tech can be helpful or a hindrance. You ever been in a modern electric car? These things talk to you. Yeah. And I've had this happen more than once with clients. And it comes up the car and goes, that cheating bastard says, I'll be there at 5 to pick up Johnny. And then little Johnny's sitting in the back going,
I'm 100% going to change the name. Brilliant.
He did the dirty. You know, he was the one that had the affair and cheated. He's the boogeyman, but he wasn't at all. And he was so lovely and so honest and so like owned his actions and was able to say like the worst thing was the hurt that he caused his ex-wife and how awful that was and how he still feels. And I wonder if my ex-husband feels like that. I doubt it, but I think
the depths of guilt and shame, self-resentment, and, for want of a better phrase, fucking hating myself. I did not like who I'd become. How could I be that guy? And at the same time, be ecstatically head over the heels Disney-style love with this new person who is fucking awesome and I think is really hot and all the rest of it. On the flip side of that, thinking, how can you hurt this other person who's really lovely, has been there with you for years, you've got kids with, right, and all of that. And then I'd also, as a child of divorced and separated parents from a very young age, I'd always made somewhat of a self-vow that I would never, once I got married and had kids, I wouldn't be that person. I'd never be that individual, and especially for an affair or anything like that, it caused a massive internal conflict of who I thought I was.
You know what? Thank goodness Tom came on season 2. Let's just put it out there, because I don't think we were both healed enough to have had that conversation season 1. I loved Tom as well because he was Mr. Accountability with a capital A, and hearing the other side, and we know, I don't want it to be sort of like a man bashing. It is really affairs, breakdowns of marriages are so nuanced. There's so much grey, and I think that Tom really.
let's make him a doctor.
Let's make him a doctor. I've decided he is a doctor. But Tom really showed that.
Both our exes became a couple.
That happens a lot.
Do you not know that?
No! Plot twist! You're coming back, Tom. Tom's coming back. We're doing a double episode.
Your current partner's ex-husband is now together with your first wife.
Has been for about 6 months, less than a year.
I love that.
We vibed. Tom and the Big D vibed. And he's welcome back. But it was very interesting. And
Who is your favourite?
Oh my God, there's so many people who are just so... I love, my good friend Lizzie Pickering, Joe Wood, Al Garland, Ruby Hammer, the smearing of the blood.
There was a wine glass and I just threw the wine glass at him.
Oh my God. Ruby Hammer.
Red wine, I hope.
Everyone doesn't know that about me, do they? They think
what I said to Buzzy? There is Ruby Hammer, MBE, and then there's Ruby Hammer, Rat-a-tat-tat, and I love them both.
Like, everyone just has been so incredibly generous with their time, their stories, their truth, and it's been shock and awe in terms of like everyone is different but the same.
Yeah,
it's same different.
it's like Anushka's story is incredible.
So one of the first signs that I should have spotted when I met him was that he asked me to leave my job straight away. Ooh. So he told me that if I was an air hostess, I was the equivalent of a whore.
Oh, wow.
So he said that I would accuse me on every trip of sleeping with the captain, sleeping with the crew. He said that the way I dressed, which was my uniform, was provocative, that I was flirting with the customers. And this was all in his head.
Like I saw her Instagram post from a couple of days ago, and she's like on a beach celebrating her 10-year wedding anniversary with her new husband, who obviously 10 years, that's not so new. And she's so happy and it looks so romantic. That's the message that I really have found from doing this with you, is that it feels so bleak, but everybody, guarantee, comes out the other side.
If you think about being under the soil, and then for so long you've had no water and no sunlight, and then when you get those things from your friends, from your family, from your job, from your kids, and you're watered, you do blossom into something really beautiful. And I'd say for anyone watching this that feels like you're still in that soil, just nourish yourself as much as you can. Go out for walks in the sunshine, see your friends, spend time with people that fill you with joy, do things that you love that maybe you weren't allowed to do when you were married. Even if it's just going for a coffee on your own, on eggs in a nice cafe somewhere, like little treats that you can, the Sunday papers with a lovely coffee, like little snippets of joy really rebuild you. And it will take a while, but I would say like every little bit all adds up.
Also, Rosie Green, the queen of you started it and I'll finish it, glow up, post-divorce.
Maybe 4 or 5 months where he was saying he wasn't seeing her, but he was cold, distant, unapologetic, angry, volatile, all these things. And I was going crazy. I was like, where is the person that I loved?
Yeah.
Is he cheating on me? Like, I was paranoid. And then he switched it around to saying, well, how can we possibly be together if you're going to be this paranoid? But I was like, oh, I remember that thing, like Find My iPhone.
Yeah.
And that pinned straight to like some travel lodge in some thing. And
you go all detective, don't you?
It's been really healing to see how people get, like you said, the other side. Because when you're going through hell, and divorce is hell, you can't see the wood for the trees. Like, I had a really, I'm divorced, but I had a really sad low point yesterday, and I was feeling really sad and just really overwhelmed with all the responsibility and all the stuff I had to do. And then I got blown out on a Hinge date by a communist electrician. Haven't told you about that, Buzzy.
We're going to get onto your where you're at with your personal life in a minute.
It's been really, I've just noticed there's a leak on my roof. That's another thing to add. Look, there's a leak up there. That's like another thing to add to the list of stuff to do. But you can get through it, and it will be okay. Look, there's a damp patch. My God. Anyway,
that's a kind of day wrecker. You need to go out with a man who's good at DIY.
You know what? I'm the hot man with DIY. I'm not, but like self-sufficiency.
When let's say a year ago, even though it's February, let's go back 12 months ago. Where were you at with your personal life?
In terms of dating?
Yeah.
So different, as you well know. Just, I went out with my first boyfriend, first guy I ever had sex with, from 19 to 45, and also being ADHD and on the spectrum and like, I have no idea what I like, what's going on, so it was quite, not feral, because I didn't do anything, but there was a lot of titty chats and just like, trying to figure out, like, who am I as a grown-up person? What do I like? Who do I like? And just being on date sites and just being very disappointed by them because, attracting a lot of very gross fetishized attention, which is in my folder of filth, which, the dick pics that have been sent to me have been ridiculous. But then I think I really changed.
Have the dicks?
It has calmed down a bit because I think I'm more bounded, and instead of being like, "Oh, thank you. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, you like wearing satin pink panties? Good for you, Clive. Tell me more." Like, I feel very, I don't judge anybody, and I'm very open and I'm very journalistic, and so I think I spent too much time with people who I probably wouldn't date, but just like, you tell me about that. You tell me. I won't be dominating you this Saturday, and I won't ever be beating you, and I may need a restraining order, but you tell me about what your mum did to you. So like, I don't have the time to do that anymore, and I've put much more boundaries and things like that. But you know what? It's a journey, and it's okay. And you don't need validation from anybody. I've learnt that. You need a big pat on the head and the tick of being a relationship. And I think I wanted to date in a competitive way. Like, I am healed, God damn it. And instead of just like meeting new people, making friends, and then if connection comes, that's lovely. I am very romantic, and connection is really important to me, but I think you can't force it, and it will come when it comes.
And have you met anyone off the apps?
Not really. I don't think so. Like, organically. I've made like some friends and things like that, but like, no. I think it's really, I've been on Raya and Hinge and Bumble. I was on Tinder for about 20 minutes and then I came straight off.
Well, we've discovered really this new one, Field.
That's a bit racy. Libby, I guess who's coming up, I've heard about the Field, and that's just like, it's a bit racy, which is like, if that's what you want to do, it's fine. But I'm such a nerdaletto. I just want to hold hands and watch Lord of the Rings and just eat popcorn and snuggle. I don't want to like dial up an orgy for 4 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon. But like, if that's what you want to do, good for you. But like, yeah, it's a bit much. But Field, if you'd like to sponsor us, we'll talk.
Get in touch.
I'll take one for the team, Buzzy.
Okay, thanks.
Literally.
But you definitely, I would say that you seem a lot more calm around dating. Feel like you know what you want a bit more.
Yeah, defo. It was a year ago very much competitive, validating, and you learn more about yourself. And I think I've really softened, and I think I'm much more in my, I don't know if it's obnoxious to say, but like in my work, I'm very go-getting. I'm very kind of like hunter, provider energy. And I think when it comes to dating, you can't have that energy. It has to be a different soft and receiving energy, which I always thought was this nonsense and just like whatever. But it is true. You have to just be a magnet and magnetize. And I feel I'm more magnetic.
Yes, I think you are. Well,
yes.
I mean, as your recent trip to Sweden proved.
The Sweden, yes, we celebrated in Sweden. We went yes, Viking did raid my mead hall and I was not mad at him. That was really fun, like so sweet. I had such a lovely, like a 12-hour magical date. It was insane and it was very romantical and very sweet. And it was lovely. And I think the more you go and have experiences, the more you see what you like, what floats your boat in terms of like conversation and standards and so like I'm happy. I was not happy last night because I got like blown out on a Hinge by I went on a Hinge date and I thought it was going well and I was my unhinged self. I was talking about Vikings, mysticism, Georgian prostitutes. I was just my full authentic self and feeling very delicious and comfy. And I thought we were vibing. And then he's like, oh, there wasn't a spark, but you're so pretty and we had such a nice time. I'm like, I did have a nice time. Go with love. Good luck to you. And I think that's a really healthy. You just meet nice people and you're like, I'm a lot. And if that's okay, if you're not, if you can't handle, that's okay. I'm not taking it personally anymore.
Good, because you shouldn't, and you are fabulous. And there's someone out there who's going to snap you up and be delighted that he has. And do
you want to talk about your situation, or is that off the cards?
Well, mine is not as interesting as yours, but I'm more than happy to discuss him.
Where are you? What's happening with you?
We've been together now for over a year. So this time,
boyfriend.
I feel a bit more comfortable saying he's my boyfriend. Not like him. Obviously, I'm delighted he's my boyfriend, but the word boyfriend.
But that label, is it weird?
Yeah, it slightly makes me.
And saying boyfriend.
Yeah, it makes me feel a bit sick. I'm like, oh, and we've got a big family Christmas thing happening next week. I've got this enormous family.
Is this your first Christmas together? Or second?
Well, yeah, we are spending Christmas together. It'll be our first Christmas spending it together, but we were together last Christmas. But all my cousins and everybody, they're all married. There's not a single divorce anywhere. And I had to kind of say on the family WhatsApp group with all my cousins, so it's like 20 of us on the WhatsApp group, is it okay if I bring my new boyfriend? And I just felt like such a dick. Like, and I shouldn't, because I'm so...
Because that is, it is a huge thing to say and a step. And when you bring someone into family gatherings, that's a next level. And how did that feel?
Well, obviously, because we all revert to being stupid, immature teenagers when we're all together, everyone jumped on it. And of course they were like, yes, please, of course, like so exciting. But it did just, I slightly kind of just wanted to hide under the carpet. I was like, oh.
That's so exciting. And I'm so happy for you. And you are very peaceful and you are very grounded. And that's what that's given to you. That's very nice to see.
Yes. I mean, he has been such a rock this past 12 months. And I don't really know how I would have got through it without him, to be honest.
Oh, he would have been all right.
But I think one of the sad things is that the the condition of my divorce, because my ex-husband's he lives abroad, and so our financial settlement is called, rather than getting child maintenance and spousal maintenance, which is what you get in the UK, when one of the parties lives in a different country, it's called global maintenance, and it's an umbrella for both child support, child maintenance, and spousal maintenance. Is lumped together as one payment. And so I can't get married for the next 10 years.
Excuse me? You can't get married. If you do, what happens if you do get married? You're not going to self-combust into flames. Your money stops. Your help with your children stops.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I can get married, of course. I am free to get married legally. I'm free to get married because I am divorced.
But if you do, there will be financial repercussions for you and your situation.
Yes.
It sounds so misogynistic, and how is that possible? Is it because your new husband will become your lord or master, and that will be shifting responsibility over to him, and he is like, peace out, motherfucker, I don't need to pay no more for my children because you have a new lord or master? Is that what I'm hearing?
That's how
Allegedly.
that is how I understand it. And next year, I'm really excited.
We get into this because this is upsetting me and it's not right.
Yeah, well, I think that is the kind of the basic point of it. I'm sure that there are ways around it. I'm sure that we could go back to court, which I just would want to avoid at all costs. But typically, when all of my paperwork came through, and you're saying thanks very much, sending champagne to the lawyers and all of that jazz. My lawyer, who is the nicest lady, Charlotte Adler from Adler Family Law,
Please do come on the Big D. We would love to have you.
Yes, she said, "Oh, I love your podcast." And I said, "Well, would you be interested in coming on as a guest?" And she was like, "Yes, please." So hopefully we're going to get her, and I'm going to also ask one of the other people involved in my whole process if they would come on as well, and then we could. I think we should ask them. I'm going to ask them exactly what this means, because I think that's one of the things that we've learned in this process is there are so many nuances to divorce,
which are, in my opinion, are archaic and misogynistic. Yes, I had my friend was separated, not divorced, and she was not allowed to do IVF with her new boyfriend because she was still married. Yeah, because it would legally be her husband's chattel. It was, and she's like, we're separated, we haven't been together for like 2 years, it's just paperwork, I've got a new boyfriend, I want to have a baby. They're like, no, until you're legally divorced, we cannot inseminate. That made me gag of how disgusting that is. Don't you think that's weird?
I think, I mean, that's the thing, there's all this stuff.
Let's get into this. Get into this.
Okay,
that's season 3.
I think so. I think we should definitely talk about
hashtag A Handmaid's Tale divorce law. That's literally gonna be one of the themes, because it's not right.
No. And there's so much of it that does feel like it's old-fashioned laws written by men that don't actually protect or support women. And I'm sure there are many situations where it's the other way around. In fact, that's what I would really love. So a shout out to the audience. Is there a man out there who can come on and tell them, they're the one who has been left with the children, who has been left to manage everything, and how it works for them? Because it does feel like it's always the women. I mean,
the law is very, it's not, it doesn't protect, like, I don't want to, like, I do know someone who, the loving dad, and he got sort of screwed over because there's all this sort of old-fashioned sexism within the legal system, and it actually went against him when he should have had the children, and it's really, really sad. We need to like have a look at this from so many different angles. Definitely. Yeah.
Well, that's something that we're going to really plan out. And so, who are you excited about that we've got coming on in the new year?
Oh my goodness, so I don't like no like spoilers, but I just more interesting stories, more tales of triumph and reinvention. For me, it's just the hope. It's having a giggle, and it's the hope, and it's how people got through, because we all get through in different ways. And just knowing that you are not alone, you will be okay. That is the thing that really has helped me and made this has been such a beautiful experience, and the peace of it. Because when you're going through it, you honestly, sometimes there are days where you're like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. This is just, this is a lot. This is a lot. And just hearing other people's stories that I've been there, got the t-shirt, I'm happy, I'm on the other side, there's peace. Your children are also happy, because you do worry about the effect, and you're like, no one gets married to get divorced, and no one has children in a relationship to break up. And so knowing that my girls will be happy and peaceful, whole people on the other side of that, maybe yes. Yeah. And I'm a child of divorce. I never wanted that for them, but knowing it will be okay.
Yeah, and you're a great mum. Your girls are very lucky.
Oh,
And
thank you.
I know that you're all going to have a really lovely Christmas this year. And
yes, it's my Christmas because we alternate. So I'm going to take them to Amsterdam and blow their minds. So that'll be really fun.
Oh, that will be fun. Amsterdam was where I found out that my husband was cheating on me when I read his phone. So it's got kind of slightly weird connotations for me.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And then we had to walk around Amsterdam with the girls for 2 days, pretending like nothing had happened.
That's very, very English of you. God bless you.
Well, it wasn't really.
Oh, tulips. How did you weren't enraged. You just styled it out.
No, I didn't. I mean, it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was stylish. I'd say it was more of a car crash.
Did you kick off? Did you kick off and say, what the fuck is happening?
So I think we were there for 3 nights, and the third night I was like, it was too much. I think it was the kind of the suggestion that it was my fault for looking at his phone. But then also I was really conscious that we were there to have a good time for the girls, and we planned this whole itinerary. In fact, I'll give you loads of things that we did. It was really fun. There's this like amazing.
Please. You know what? This is literally a big D moment. It was a source of pain, and now it will be a source of joy, because I'll have your itinerary and the girls and I will have a wonderful time. This is where I threw his phone into the river, but actually they've got a good chip shop round the corner.
Yeah. It's totally like that.
Make it into gold. Shocking. So rude.
You'll have such a good time in Amsterdam. It's such a great place. I wish that I hadn't looked at his phone and read the messages that I did.
Got back home. Yeah. You know what? I think we need to do a Big D live recording from Amsterdam. It would be healing.
I think you're right. Mainly because I want to go back to that Fable Friet place, which is like a hole in the wall restaurant. And you go and you get like a cardboard box of chips, and they pour like the most deliciousness, cheese and truffle, and you've got to go there. The girls will know all about it from TikTok. It's incredible. So
I'm getting so excited now. I'm getting excited. I just want to, when it comes to my watch, I just want to blow their minds. You will. You have a great time. And gosh, well, last time you went to Scandinavia. Is Holland Scandinavia? Well, yes, anyway. Is Holland Scandinavia? I don't know. No, I don't think so. But like Dutch Bumble, buckle up, bitches. I'm coming. That's something that I've really learned, is that everybody who has got divorced wants to talk about it. That's very interesting. Is it because it's so traumatic? I think it must be. Yeah, and I think that I think everybody who gets divorced at some point or feels hard done by, that it's unjust. I mean, the whole process is just unjust, isn't it? It feels so unfair. It feels so unfair that your future is altered in this way. It feels so unfair that
the division of labour happens in the way that it does. It feels, and I think both parties would feel like that.
Yeah, that your life is blown up.
Yeah,
Literally blown up. Yeah.
So I think there is an element of like I want to be able to voice that feeling of unfairness.
Yeah, and feel heard. I think everyone wants to feel heard when they are going through something like that, because it is life changing. It is life changing, and often for the better. Literally, can you imagine still being married and being the same person you were a year ago, 2 years ago?
Well, Christmas is certainly a lot cheaper because
it's cheaper, you're happier, and you don't have to deal with nonsense anymore. So, ho ho ho.
Likewise.
Buzzy, thank you for being on this magical wild ride of the Big D with Ateh and Buzzy. It has been so healing. It's been such a beautiful laugh to hang out with you so much and to do this and to speak to all the people. And it's been a real privilege to heal and to grow and do this with you.
Oh, well, right back at you. I've loved it. And I'm very grateful for our friendship and for our girls' friendship.
What would you like to say to our beautiful community, which is growing every day?
Happy Christmas. Thank you for being on this journey with us. Continue to stay on it. The world of healing is a long one, but it's a fun one, as we're proving, you know.
It's been a laugh, like talking and discussing the most painful, devastating experience. Well, one of them has been an absolute laugh. So thank you. Take that, your broken heart, and make it into art. That's a famous phrase from Carrie Fisher. And I think we've done that.
Yeah. Well done us. All right. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas. # we win. Fuck you. Woo!